Ever dreamed of retiring early? Maybe in your 40s or 50s? It sounds amazing, right? But then the big question hits. How do you actually get your hands on your retirement money without getting hammered by penalties? But what if I told you there is a completely legal and powerful strategy that lets you access those funds penalty-free years before you turn 59 and a half? It's called a Roth Conversion Ladder, and it's one of the most popular tools for the early retirement community. Today, we're going to break down exactly what a Roth Conversion Ladder is, how it works, step by step, who it's for, and the important rules you absolutely need to know. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to build your own bridge to financial freedom. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a Roth Conversion Ladder? Think of it like building a staircase, where each step represents a year's worth of living expenses that you can access in the future. The process involves moving money from a pre-tax retirement account, like a traditional 401k or a traditional IRA, into a Roth IRA. When you do this conversion, you have to pay income taxes on the amount you move in that year. This is a crucial point. You are paying the taxes now. But here's the magic part. Once that money is inside the Roth IRA, it becomes a contribution after 5 years have passed. And the great thing about Roth IRAs is that you can withdraw your own contributions, not the earnings, but your contributions at any time, for any reason, completely tax-free and penalty-free. The 5-year waiting period is the key. So, the strategy is to convert a certain amount of money each year, creating a ladder of funds that become available 5 years down the line. Let's walk through a detailed example. Imagine you're 40 years old and you want to retire. You've saved a good amount in your traditional 401k. You estimate you'll need about $60,000 a year to live on in retirement. So, at age 40, you roll over your old 401k into a traditional IRA. To make the process easier, then you convert $60,000 from your traditional IRA into your Roth IRA. At tax time next year, you'll report that $60,000 as income and pay the taxes on it. This first $60,000 is the first rung of your ladder. Now, a 5-year clock starts ticking on that specific conversion. While you wait, you live off other savings, maybe from a brokerage account or cash reserves for those first 5 years of retirement. To next year, at age 41, you do it again. You convert another $60,000 from your traditional IRA to your Roth IRA and pay the taxes. This is the second rung of your ladder. You continue this process every single year. At age 42, you convert $60,000. At age 43, you convert $60,000. Now for the exciting part. When you turn 45, the 5-year waiting period for that very first conversion you made at age 40 is over. That initial $60,000 is now seasoned. You can withdraw it from your Roth IRA, completely tax-free and penalty-free, to cover your living expenses for that year. Then, when you turn 46, the $60,000 you converted at age 41 becomes available. At age 47, the money from your age 42 conversion becomes available, and so on. You've created a steady, rolling pipeline of tax-free income that will carry you all the way to age 59 and a half, at which point all the regular retirement account rules kick in. It sounds fantastic, but there are some very important rules to be aware of. The biggest one is the 5-year rule. Each conversion has its own separate 5-year clock. You can't mix and match them. If you convert money in 2024, it's available in 2029. If you convert in 2025, it's available in 2030. It's a strict per conversion timeline. Don't mess this up, or you'll face that 10% penalty we're trying to avoid. Another crucial aspect is planning for the taxes. Remember, you pay income tax on the full amount you convert. In the year of the conversion, this means you need a plan for how you're going to pay that tax bill. Ideally, you should pay the taxes using money from outside your retirement accounts, like from a savings or brokerage account. If you use the converted money itself to pay the tax, it can trigger penalties and complicate things. So, having a separate tax fund is a key part of this strategy. This also brings up a strategic point about tax brackets. Since the converted amount is treated as income, you will want to be careful not to convert so much in a single year that it pushes you into a much higher tax bracket. Many people who use this strategy retire first and then start the conversions. Why? Because once you stop working, your income is much lower, which means you're in a lower tax bracket. Converting money during these low-income years can save you a ton of money on taxes compared to converting while still earning a high salary. You can strategically convert just enough to fill up the lower tax brackets each year. So, who is this strategy actually for? A Roth Conversion Ladder is perfect for people who are serious about early retirement. We're talking retiring in your 30s, 40 segundos or early 50s. You need to have a significant amount of money saved in pre-tax accounts, like a 401k, 403b, or traditional IRA. You also need a plan to cover your living expenses for the first 5 years of retirement, while your first conversion is seasoning. This is a critical bridge fund. This could come from a taxable brokerage account, cash savings, or other sources. It's also for people who are disciplined and good at planning. This isn't a set-it-and-forget-it strategy. You have to be diligent about making the conversions every year, tracking the 5-year clocks, and managing your taxes. It requires organization and a long-term perspective. If that sounds like you, then this could be a game changer. However, this strategy isn't for everyone. If you plan to retire closer to the traditional age of 59.5, you probably don't need to go through this complexity. You can just access your funds normally. It is also not a great fit if you want to have money outside of your retirement accounts to pay the conversion taxes. Paying taxes from the converted amount itself sort of defeats the purpose and can trigger penalties. And finally, if you expect to be in a much lower tax bracket in your traditional retirement years than you are now, it might make more sense to just pay the taxes later. Let's quickly recap the steps to build your own Roth Conversion Ladder. Step 1. Leave your job and roll over your pre-tax retirement funds, like from a 401k, into a traditional IRA. This gives you control. Step 2. In your first year of retirement, convert 1 year's worth of living expenses from your traditional IRA to a Roth IRA. Step 3. Use non-retirement funds to pay the income taxes on the converted amount. Step 4. Repeat this process every single year, creating the rungs of your ladder. Step 5. After 5 years, begin withdrawing the first year's converted amount, tax and penalty free. Continue withdrawing each year's seasoned conversion in sequence. The Roth Conversion Ladder is a powerful, legal, and effective way for early retirees to create a tax-free and penalty-free income stream from their retirement savings. It requires careful planning, especially around taxes and bridging those first 5 years. But the freedom it offers is incredible. It puts you in control of your own timeline, not the government's. Of course, this is a complex financial strategy. It is always a great idea to consult with a qualified financial advisor or a tax professional who understands the nuances of early retirement planning. They can help you run the numbers for your specific situation and make sure you're redoing everything correctly. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Getting this right is too important. This is the kind of knowledge that can literally change your life's trajectory. It is the difference between dreaming of early retirement and actually having a concrete plan to make it happen. I hope this breakdown has demystified the Roth Conversion Ladder for you and shown you what's possible. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on personal finance and achieving your financial goals. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you're replanning to use this strategy yourself. See you in the next video.